What's that? Right on the word, Dennis?
I'm not that sexy.
You were a long time ago. So Katie, on behalf of Bristol Borough and Bristol Borough Council and the mayor, we have a proclamation for you. That means it's going to go into the record books in Bristol Borough, and it'll be in there forever and ever. And we're also going to name October 24th Katie Hill Day in Bristol Borough. So later on, when our grandkids or whoever ever looks on October 24th, Katie Hill's name will be on October 24th. So you'll be remembered forever in Bristol Borough. So you got the mayor going to read you something.
So I'm not going to read the entire proclamation, but it touches on all the important aspects of Katie's life, including the day that John was born, you moving to Bristol Borough, Lafayette Street, marrying your husband, and the most important part, it says that be it proclaimed by the Borough Council and Mayor of Bristol that Katie Hill Adone be publicly recognized and thanked for her extraordinary 90 years of life. 90 years is something that, we all hope to get there and then some. But, being a kid and people that grew up on Lafayette Street can testify, when you grew up on Lafayette Street, people like Katie made it extremely special to be there. And when you have people like Katie and Lorraine, the staples of Lafayette Street, you lived an extraordinary life when you were fortunate to know these people. And as the mayor and the council president, we're going to present many proclamations, but it's more importantly when you present to someone that's a lifelong family friend. And we love you and we wish you many more happy years of life.
My birthday's Halloween. Can I get a proclamation? That was great. Thank you.
Your father was drunk. Always.
So one more story here. I know.
You just gotta tell it.
So if anybody doesn't know, this is Dr. Gila Menchevishvili from Soviet Georgia. 30-some years ago, I got off a plane with the War Heart Lung Center to do a medical mission, and he was the first one after a 25-hour flight. Was grabbing me, let's go, we're going to a party, and I'm like, you gotta be crazy. I'm exhausted. Same day.
We didn't know each other.
No, we didn't, but his family opened up their hearts and their house, and we were working, boss, that's my boss. We were working very hard, and we had one hell of a time, and some of the people from Soviet Georgia was there. Dr. Gila studied, and he always wanted to be a cardiologist. Didn't make that dream, but he came with a vision that he was going to be a doctor, and everybody talks about the American way. This is truly the American dream. He came from Soviet what year? No, you will, you'll talk. He came with $20 in his pocket, three suitcases of books that my father picked him up at the airport.
And you too.
And me too. He lived with us for many, many months, 6 months, and we were friends forever. He was a nephrologist in internal medicine.
God, it's her birthday.
I know, but I have to tell this story. This was always his second mother. He's now living in Beverly Hills. He's the nephrologist, director of the program, and he bought his first Beverly Hill condo. This is the American dream, and he flew out today to spend it with my mother, and he has something for her.
First of all, I want to thank you guys. Thank you everybody for honoring such a wonderful people, and this country. So this started 30 years ago. I don't want to take too much of your time. I know that everybody gets tired, but I cannot pass on this opportunity, and I wanted to thank you, this wonderful family, what they did for me. So it started 30 years ago. As you know, that time we had Evil Empire, which is, I think it's, someone wants to resurrect. It's not going to happen. But that time, Gorbachev met with President Reagan, and it did happen. We thought it was another communist bluff, but after starting perestroika, everything opened up, and in few months, I had Deborah Hart Lung Center in our division. You know, they did a wonderful job. You know, they did, as you know, charity work, and they came. I was in that department. I was that time working in cardiac surgery, and they renovated everything. It was amazing, you know, operation. That's what they did. They helped us a lot. They did about 25 surgeries, and that's when I met John. So, reason I'm taking some time, you know, I know it's Kathy's birthday, but I'm going to give you context, you know, and why I am telling you this story. So, when John came and our friendship started, I would never dream that I would end up here. But life is, you know, wonderful, beautiful, and a lot of unexpected things can happen. And one of the unexpected was this opening of doors and meeting people like, you know, Catherine and John, Mr. Hill, and all these wonderful friends I met again 30 years later. So when I came, that time it was dark, it was cold in former Soviet Union. So this was 1991 or 92, 30 years ago. And even though my family, always my dad was, you know, he knew how to do business, and he always provided us, and we didn't have, but it affected whole population. It was very rough over there. So forget about, you know, we just talked about, we had one bypass machine for 1 million population in Tbilisi, Georgia. So it was very poor situation there. And when I came here first time at Deborah in 1992, like it was an amazing experience for me. So this family really helped me to achieve my dreams. So I came back and I lived with them, and all I was doing, studying, hard work she was doing. She was cooking, she was providing meals, she was cleaning, she was giving my you know, room fixed, and they embraced me. And it's becoming very emotional for me. And we love this family, and this family is not just one family. I met with this kind of people, and that's what it's all about, you know, America, and all about like reasons we live, because we have to support each other, help each other, and this country is a wonderful country, because if I can do it, I could do it, you know, when I came penniless just for with $500, you know, few $100, anybody can do it with the help of these wonderful people. So for me, my family, I would never think that, you know, I would call someone mom, because my mom is very special. And God bless them, my parents with me now. They're supposed to be here, but they had COVID recently, so they couldn't make. And they are in Virginia. I'm picking up them tomorrow, taking to LA. And what I'm saying, like I love my mother. My mother is probably unique, and everybody's mother, you know, irreplaceable. But she's my American mother.
That's what they call American.
Yeah, and it's the same. I just want to tell her that I love you, Mom, and thank you for everything. Now, I hope this is work of my wife's, and I hope she likes it. If she doesn't like, that's okay.
for me?
It took a lot of work to bring from LA. With regulation of airlines and everything else.
Turn around. That's beautiful. How beautiful. Thank you, Dr. Dillon.
That's my wife's work, John called me a few weeks ago and she started working on it. She's an artist, she's a physician, but she's also painting.
So your wife is an artist. His wife did this.